October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and according to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, over 10 million people deal with some sort of physical abuse every year in the United States.
That means 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have been victims of physical violence by an intimate partner. As a survivor of abuse as a child, our next guest has made it her life's work to help others by providing counseling, a steady job, and a sense of purpose.
Dr. Antoria Gillen is the founder and CEO of From Ordinary to Extraordinary. Welcome to Great Day Washington. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Dr. Gillen, tell us a little bit about the mission of your organization.
So the mission of From Ordinary to Extraordinary, we teach skilled trades to domestic violence survivors to help them become self-sufficient while establishing a solid foundation for themselves and their children. Those skilled trades can vary from medical to the beauty industry as well too. Will help them become self-sufficient and just maintain a life balance for themselves and their babies.
Why is it so important that that was kind of your focus, to make sure they have that independence? Why is it important for them to follow that path?
One of the main reasons why someone would stay in an abusive relationship is the fear of just starting over, and the fear of becoming a single mom and having to provide for yourself and your child without support and resources. So it's very vital that they have financial independency to be able to fill in the gaps, to remain just self-sufficient without living with abuse.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're doing such great work in this field and helping so many women. As it is Awareness Month, can you just share with us some of the early signs of domestic abuse?
Some of the early signs of abuse that you will notice is that the abuser will start to isolate the individual around only people that won't acknowledge the abuser's behavior. They also downplay the emotions of the victim, while as emotions of just being angry are very much so misplaced. Has no relevance to what's going on. So you can be able to see those are early signs.
Kind of starting to see that. As somebody that's gone through this when you were a child, you learned a lot from your abusers that you are now imparting on those that you're helping, right?
That is correct.
What did you learn from them, not just from the signs, but the mindset of an abuser?
That is very much so generational. That is something that has been passed down from what they saw as well too. Does not make it okay. They know that it's not okay, but becomes more so of an empowerment for themselves to victimize someone lower than where they already are. So to be able to see that, I was able to, a lot of research went into seeing my father, the abuser, my uncles, my grandfather, and then going into becoming a victim myself when I got older, right? Those strategies is what I put into place to not only help myself to come out of those relationships, but free so many other moms that are living well-balanced lives today without abuse.
Yeah, and you're working to empower them. I know you started in 2013, is that right?
That is true.
And you're growing so much. How can people support your mission?
Right now we're located in Dallas. We're based in Dallas. We're also in Houston, Texas, Oklahoma, and we're also in West Africa. Go on to our website, which is www.imfote.org/donate. They're able to see the many ways that they can help us to empower the ladies that we deal with, making a monetary donation, helping us. We help them with their websites, business cards, establish their overall self-sufficiency.
And learn from you and reach out if they need help as well.
Absolutely.
Dr. Gillen, thank you so much. I know you're working with lawmakers this week too to get funding. So
absolutely.
You got to get out there and wow them like you will.
It's a major need.
Yeah,
thank you.
To learn more about From Ordinary to Extraordinary, visit imfote.org. And if you or someone you know needs help, you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE or chat online at thehotline.org or just text START to 88788.